Hey, what's up, guys? It is the Bad Wolf, and thank you for chiming in. This particular video is going to be about my book collection, so I'm pretty sure it's only going to be watched by about 10 or 15 people, but I have been getting emails and questions over the years, and especially more so recently, about what books do I all have. Okay, so the ones that I could get into this room, this is a majority. So this is probably like 95% of all my books. All right, the other ones I have in other rooms and laying around the house. But I will show you guys the books. Now, understand that I study pretty much everything. So even though my YouTube channel is pretty popular with the law, private law, constitutional law, things of that nature, that's actually not even my best subjects. That's just something that got popular on the channel, and that's why I've launched the Bad Wolf media channel, where I'll be talking about the ongoings and news and politics, things that are going on. I'm not political, but I will be talking about what they're doing in politics, but mostly news stories. And I'll try to give you guys the behind the scenes overstanding of what's really going on with a lot of that stuff. All right. And then the other channel where I'll be talking about some of these other subjects that I've learned is the Bad Wolf Unlimited, also on YouTube. All right. You can also catch me on TikTok as well, and Rumble, whatever else. But remember, some of those platforms out there are not me, so do not fall for them asking for any money, any private confidential information, pictures of you, or whatever else. It's not me. Everything I do is through blacksite32.com. That's it, okay? So, with that being said, to all 12 or 15 of you guys who really want to see my book collection, I don't know why anybody would really want to see a video on books and which books I have, unless you just want to be like, oh, he doesn't have this. All right, so a majority of my stuff does come from these books, but I do go online and research. I do go to the libraries on certain occasions because there are some books you just can't get your hands on. You can only go and reference them. All right, you can only look, sign in with your name, wear some gloves, look at some things, and leave. That's it. So, but let's take a look at the books for, well, all 12 of you guys that want to see this. So, without further ado, understand this. Once again, not all of my books are here, and some of them have been borrowed and have not been returned. But you guys can take a look. So here we go. All right, without further ado, this is the unclassified Bad Wolf After Hours. Take a look at my book collection. Pretty sure it's not going to be a viral video or anything, but here we go. Ready? All right. So here we have Black Law's 5th edition, U.C. I'll try to go slow enough, so even if I don't say the book name, Police Misconduct, Black Law's 11th edition, Deluxe, Black Law's Dictionary, the 1st edition. One in the middle is Constitutional Law. And this is the newest Black Laws, which is number 12. All right, so I may not, I'll start down here at the bottom. I may not read every title, but I'll try to go slow enough so that you guys can see. Pause the video if you want. I'll point out certain books that are like my favorite. Yes, before you say it, I have a lot of books on Atlantis and things of that nature. Bible stuff. The Talmud. No label over there. You can see it. So yeah, I do study biblical things around the world, other stuff, just everything. This is a favorite one here. So I have the Book of Enoch, the Builders. This is an old book. I think that one was donated. All right, hold on. I got to get on the floor so you guys can get a better look at these videos. That one's Doctor Who in the middle there. The great controversy between Christ and Satan. Insider reveals secret space program, extraterrestrial alliance, police misconduct. This is a book on syntax. What do we got in here? Black people are indigenous to the Americas. Research Inquisition. Who's got this one? Oh, Kimberly Norton. America's Jurisprudence is one of the first ones I ever got. One of my oldest books and favorite. The Tao of Jeet Kune Do by Bruce Lee. Ip Man Wing Chun. Or by Yip Chun, I believe that was his son. Let's see here. Acting, commercials, ninjutsu, It's Your Money, Mystery of the Olmecs. Yes, another book on Atlantis. Book on Egypt by Christopher Dunn. That was a good one. Okay, Uriel's Machine. Serpent of Light by Melchizedek. All right. Let's see. Okay, so Hardcore Redemption and Law. It's by David E. Robinson. Dan Brown. Secrets of the Freemasons. Edgar Casey, Remedies. This is a very good book. This is the Sleeping Prophet, where he could go into a trance, and if you asked him how to, fix something with your body or whatever else, or quotes, stocks, whatever, he could do it. So this one is specifically on remedies. Okay. Black Man's Health, Guide to Good Health. Haunted Places, another book on Bruce Lee. Pyramids. Book of Hope. Oh, this one right here. The Book of Enki, The Lost Book of Enki. That's a good read. All right, let me move this out of the way so you can see the last couple here. All right. Now let's go up to the next level. And yes, another book on Atlantis. Dark Money. That's a pretty good read. The Unseen Hand, about how things move around without you knowing. The Lost Years of Jesus. Giza Power Plant by Christopher Dunn. This is a Masonic cipher. Toronto, from South America. Edgar Casey on Atlantis. So Edgar Casey is a good favorite read of mine. Obviously the dictionary. All right, and I'll pop up here. Canon Law. What's this one? I can't. Hold on. Oh, haha. You know what? I forgot I had this book. This is the Banker's Handbook. This is one of the ones they don't really want you to have your hands on, that you can get used online, if you know where to look. All right. And because I was also raised around Jewish culture. More Canon Law, 2023. This is the second UCC book, so it's two-part books now. This one's upside down. The Book of Charles Fort. the 2021 and 22 UCC. This one is by Ron Gibson, a good friend of mine, The Land Patent. Okay, so you know how to do that the proper way. Got another police misconduct book. How to be invisible. Not literally, but like legally. Fruit from a Poisonous Tree. That's a good read. Nationality, Birthright, and Jurisprudence. It's another good one. Bruce Lee, Atlantis. Oh, this one here is another favorite read of mine. The Atlantis Enigma by Herbie Brennan. That one's fire. The Bruce Lee one is fire too. Okay. Foreclosure defenses, more stuff on Bruce Lee. The Shining Ones, which are the Elohim, speak about in the Bible. Commercial Redemption, David E. Robinson. Some more Freemason books. Like I said, this is how I got started to learn about all that. These books are online, or they donate them. A lot of people don't want any of these books, so I take everything, any book that somebody sends me. Yes, I know I have an Atlantis problem. More Edgar Casey. Yeah, I got an Edgar Casey problem too. Chain of Title is a good one. Electronics, that's what I went to school for as well. The Matrix is another one by David E. Robinson. That one's good. The Quran. Battles of the Elohim. Okay, we'll go up to the next level. Administrative Law. America's Jurisprudence. This book should actually be up top. The 54 Apocrypha Text. This is a book on all of the books that were removed from the Bible. The standard Bible people have right now does not have all of the original books in there that were removed by the Council of Nicaea, or Mycia, whatever. I forgot what year it was, but yeah. So this is a good read. This is another version of that, the Apocrypha Text. Secrets of the Sphinx. Enoch and the Book of Giants. How to Stick It to the IRS. Once again, How to Be Invisible. Book on Common Law. This one was pretty good. Jacob, the Father of Mankind. Okay. The UCC book, Sovereign Covenant. An old book on the pyramids. And these were given to me by a Freemason who passed away, which was an entire collection of the history of Masonry. Same thing with these. They're encyclopedias. Sun Tzu's The Art of War. That's a good one. Pyramid, they think might have been a power plant. Book on electronics when I was in there. This is also an American jurisprudence book, which is the highest law in the land. Okay. And we'll come over here. Man's Higher Consciousness, Administrative Law, a Treatise on Mortgages and Deeds of Trust. My old Boy Scout handbook. Chain of Title, The Royal Arch of Enoch, The God Code. Yes, another Atlantis. The Kybalion, the Book of Mormon, estate and trust for dummies. The Law of One. These are books, a whole series about Ra, Egypt, Atlantis, the U.S. Constitution, astral doorways, which is not a book for. It teaches people basically about opening doorways energetically. So, Constitution of the United States of America. King Solomon, The Color of Money. Gun Carry in the USA, The Harbinger. Truth, the Whole Truth, and Nothing But the Truth. And Lemuria and Atlantis again. Mystery Schools. All right, then we'll get up here to the bad boys. So this is a partial collection of America's jurisprudence, which is the highest law in the land. Okay. I do not have, they're not, definitely not in order, and I definitely do not have all of them. But each one of these are the master law. So you can see this is one of the ones why I know about corporations, Social Security, foreign corporations, fraternal orders. Oh, let me go back over here. This is the one that talks about the citizenship, ones that are real and not real, which ones have standing. Okay. Attorney General, their duties, what they can and cannot do. You want to learn about bankruptcy? Get you one of these. How do I know about taxation? I've read their book. Here it is. All right, now let's go to the next shelf. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. Flip. Okay, cracking the code. The Sefer Yetzirah. Might have not said that one the right way. This one is definitely, let's see, this one's on the book your church doesn't want you to read. This one is a treatise on the law of malicious prosecution, false imprisonment, and abuse of the legal process. Haven't read this one yet. Constitutional Law for Dummies. Oh, that's nothing. I don't even know what this one is. I don't know if I must have just bought this one, or I don't know. Might have been given it. Police Manual on arrests, seizures, and interrogation. This one's pretty good too. I Am Discourse. Somebody pointed this one out in my video. Someone's got some sharp ass eyes. All right. Dealing with the IRS. Land patent. Government by descent. I know it's upside down. All for Love. Got to have some love in there every once in a while. Book on Constitutional Law. The Emerald Tablets of Thoth. That's a good read right there. This one is also on the Maine lawsuit against the IRS for unfair trade practices. Yes, Maine sued the IRS. Nautical Rules of the Road. Okay. This one is Corpus Juris. This one was recommended to me by a man in the Illuminati. A treatise on suits and chancery. I have not read that one yet, but it's a bad boy from what I hear. A Land Without Banking Law. How to start your own bank with $1,000. A lot of people asked about that one. Bar Member Affidavit by Anonymous. The Art of War. The Art of Passing the Buck. Secrets of the Federal Reserve. International Law of Belligerent Occupation. The U.C. Made Easy. Arrest Proof Yourself. That's a pretty good one. The Book of Thoth. I've showed you guys some of these. This is the Chicago Style Manual. No Cash, No Fear. The Book of Hiram. Guide to Latin and International Law, because yes, I do know some Latin. Secrets bankers and lenders don't want you to know. All right, we're halfway through and about to wrap it up. So let's get over here to the next set of books. All right, there we go. Flip. 106 mortgage secrets all borrowers must learn, but lenders don't tell. Executive Instinct, Web Rules, one of my oldest books by Sandlot Peanuts, probably worth some money, but it's written up. And of course, got some Viper stuff because I love that car. Some of y'all get this reference. All right, so let's go over here. A book on common law pleadings. This is a good one too. Title 4, Flag Says Your Swag. Common law pleadings. Dictionary of American legal usage. Post office manual about their whole operations. This book here, A Dweller on Two Planets. This is a good read. Depending on what you're into, I guess. Some more common law pleadings. This is a weird book. Why do men have nipples? Don't ask me. I was given it as a gift. It's a little weird. Law of Deposits. This one right here is a favorite of mine if you're into like government alien stuff. It's called The Day After Roswell by Colonel Philip J. Corso. This was a good read. If you're into government type stuff, alien stuff, it's good. Solomon, so King Solomon's Power Brokers. Revelations of Lemuria. History Decoded. Give Yourself Credit by David Robinson. Some loose materials here. The Teachings of Ptah Hotep. It's supposed to be one of the oldest books in the world. I mean, not this book personally, but the information. This book is fire. This is one as everybody should have. The Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, so that you know how to sue them the proper way. Okay? Freedom from Government. Deadly Deception Exposed. The Practice and Jurisdiction of the Courts of Admiralty. Bum, bum, bum. I think this is another I Am Discourse book. All right. And finishing up. The Little Book of Coincidence. It's a kind of a really amazing little book. That one. Secret Societies, Edgar Casey on the Testament, YouTube Secrets, how to get your channel up and better. What's this one? The Negro Rulers of Scotland and the British Isles by Dr. John Johnson. And lastly, Pretrial Motions and Criminal Prosecution and How to Outfox the Foxes. All right. So, without running around the house and trying to find other, one or two laying around because I read them and just leave them wherever, and some are missing. That is basically the gist of all the books in my collection in this room. So for those people who really want to see it, pause the tape and go back and, I guess, get some of the books if you want. Otherwise, in general, what I would recommend is just going on the internet and start off on like eBay. All right. A lot of these books up here, some of these books are, if I paid full price and they were brand new from the original sellers, would be worth thousands and thousands of dollars by themselves. I mean, even this book right here, this red one, Police Misconduct, I think someone just told me that the price was like $3,000 or something for that book. Yeah, they don't play when it comes to that. I've seen books $23,000, $38,000 a piece. And I know these are generally expensive, but if you go on eBay, you can buy like 4 or 5 of them for like $100 or $150. Most people don't even know what they are. They don't care. But those are supreme law right here. Okay. But otherwise, in general, yeah, just go, like you've seen some of the labels said like thrift bookstore, something like that. There's also one book I can't get my hands on because it's out of print. It's by, it's actually Triangle. The book is a literal triangle, red or black, and it's by Comte de Saint Germain. So if anybody has that book, I would really appreciate you sending that to me or getting it, because that is one that has eluded me. Very few books elude me. So I think that's about it. So I showed you guys some of my favorite books, but yeah, that's the whole book collection. Sorry if I bored any of you guys to tears. It was your choice to watch this. But I wake up this morning and first thing in the Telegram group, I would like to see the Bad Wolf Book Collection. And other people were jumping in on that. So I was like, okay. And then I got some emails. So there. Hopefully you guys are satisfied. But understand that a lot of the work, it's just done on my computers. All right. I'll go to certain databases. Obviously, you see me on Cornell Law, EDU, and was it Westgate, then LexisNexis. So if you have a membership to some of those, you can access their database and look through their stuff. So, but pull knowledge from everywhere, guys. But keep reading, because all of your rights are going to be in these books. And also, which I know you guys have seen me show these before, Declaration of Independence, Bill of Rights, and the Constitution. Got these on Amazon for, I think, $12. So read those, get those, whatever you guys want to do. All right. So that's it, guys. Next week, I'm back to full time, so we will be doing consultations and all that good jazz. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for supporting. And hell, even the people out there who put their thumbs down on there for whatever reason, I appreciate you too, because it means you're watching my videos and you commented. So appreciate you. All right, guys, go out and have a great day. May you guys enjoy the summer. Be safe, cautious out there of everything and everyone. Don't be a belligerent, don't be a combatant, but have a great day. And, give yourself and other people a little bit of grace, because this is all of our first time. Well, not my first time, running through life. And so make sure that you forgive just like you want to be forgiven. All right. But take care of yourselves, guys. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. The Bad Wolf is out without a doubt, like a scout on a new route. Talk to you later.